Well, my name is Strachan and I'm the Vice President for Representation and Volunteers for the Napier Students Association. You have a number of class representatives which meet every so often to talk about issues that's going on at the university to improve academic standards, anything to do with facilities as well. That's something that gets flagged up. So as part of my role, I hold a student council a couple of times a year, and we get them all together and go over these sort of things. I just went to student councils when I was a programme rep, but mainly it was when I first started playing American football. So there's always this thing that I'm just stuck in playing rugby, and I was loyal to a club I used to play for a long time, but then I thought in my last year, my fourth year, this would be my last year to be eligible to play for the American football team. So I thought, no, I'll have a stab at it and then see how it goes, and probably the best thing I could have ever done. You just get such a better experience when you're making friends through sport or societies, and I think it really complements what you're doing in the classroom as well, because you get a lot more confidence for like team interaction and stuff like that. I think for me, like, I've always been quite a keen sportsman, so I took to it pretty well, and it gave me opportunities to develop, and quite quickly I got the chance to play for Great Britain and represent Napier, which was a really high point of my time at Napier. I think first and foremost, if you're interested in that kind of thing, you need to go to the Freshers' Fair, where you'll get a chance to meet different representatives from all the sports and all the societies, and you can talk to them face to face. You can get information about when they're holding, most teams and societies, they hold open tryouts, so they can come down and see what it's like. There's no pressure to do anything. So I mean, that's the first thing I would say, going down and see that, and then after that go to the open tryouts, see how you do, and then chances are there's something there that you'll like, because there's something for everybody. But I think for me a key part of it was open day, because I went to all the open days and Napier's was the best, because they got you speaking to people who are going to potentially be on your course. And I think you can't underplay the value of actually just chatting to someone who's in the exact same position as you. Every class has a representative, and the way they get that representative is they do a mini election, ideally, where a student who wants to represent that class, any problems or things, improvements that they want, that student would represent them. A number of places. So you've got the student council, which I mentioned already, and you've also got student staff liaison committees, which is a jointly owned thing between Napier University and the NSA, where the student representatives or class representatives would go to this student staff liaison committee, and they'd liaise with the relevant staff members to talk about how they can improve the course, any problems they've got, and that kind of thing. The number one thing the NSA strives to do is to create opportunities and to to help students with the potential they've got in terms of sport, volunteering, even just like with the programme rep system. I mean, that's all about confidence and standing up and for your fellow classmates. There's a lot of freedom for students to go and do various different things, whether it's travelling abroad with Edinburgh Napier or the NSA. There's the opportunities to go abroad and volunteer and to study as well. I think there's a lot of flexibility in their courses. It's not really strict in terms of what they have to do. There's a lot of flexibility. They can go and do different things, which I think is only a good thing. I think one other thing actually is the staff and the students themselves. They're a different breed compared to other universities. I think that it's just, you can see that they're just much more friendly. The staff will do anything for you. I just think it's great. Yeah. Just jump in and just get involved. Like, try and do it as much as you can from the very first instance, because the time goes so fast. I started the volunteer sort of expedition to Cambodia this year. I will be checking in now and again just to see how that develops, because started it for the first time this year, and I think the students that are going to Cambodia this year in July, I'll be wanting to continue that and do something, go somewhere new next year. So I've just said I'll be here as a point of contact if you need me to help with anything. So that'll be something else I'll be checking in with. I think I am most proud of the Cambodia trip, which is happening this July, because it was a huge project, and from the very beginning I just knew it was going to take a lot of effort, and I think from the start we're basically nothing to now where we've got 22 Edinburgh Napier students going over to Cambodia to volunteer and just make a real difference to people's lives. I think for me it was a big achievement.